many folks will find the presence of crime in poor communities, communities of color, black communities, as a pretext, as a excuse for why there is such over-aggressive policing. I've been very powerfully impacted by Khalil Gibran Muhammad's book called The Condemnation of Blackness. And he talked very powerfully about how sociologists used issues of crime data to over-associate black identity with crime in the popular imagination. And I'm just going to read this quote from an American sociologist in 1928, which serves as part of the foundation why I think Black Lives Matter now is such an important movement for all of us to appreciate. He says, this is his name is Thorsten Selin. He's an American sociologist of European descent. We are prone to judge ourselves by our best traits and strangers by their worst. In the case of the Negro, stranger in our midst, all beliefs prejudicial to him aid in intensifying the feeling of racial antipathy engendered by his color and his social status. The colored criminal does not, as a rule, enjoy the racial anonymity which cloaks the offenses of individuals of the white race. The press is almost certain to brand him, and the more revolting his crimes proves to be, the more likely it is that his race will be advertised. In setting the hallmark of his color upon him, his individuality is in a sense submerged, and instead of a mere thief, robber, or murderer, he becomes a representative of his race, which in turn is made his race, whole race, to suffer for the individual errors and sins of this one person. Now this helped to undergird what became known as criminal justice, as a discipline flowing out of the sociological 20th century paradigm. So if we fast forward, say, almost 100 years later, we do in fact see the kind of arguments. Well, the reason why there is so much over-policing, or the reason why there is aggressive policing, is because of what?
Black man.
Black on black crime.
Yeah.
Right? That's the narrative. And it has become a narrative that even black folk are using.
Oh, man.
Right? As to suggest that the presence of crime in the black community is a license for our humanity, our bodies, our communities, our families, our institutions to be subjected to arbitrary violence.
Yes. By the government.
By the state, people that we use our tax dollars to pay. Yep.